Hi Scorpio, this is Tarot Queen Jamila, and I am here to do your Who's My Enemy or Who is Your Enemy psychic reading. This is going to be for 2019. Welcome to the channel. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, and if you need a private reading, visit tarotqueenjamila.thedivinemommy.com. The link to my website is in the video description box. So, Scorpio, have you ever felt that your life is somewhat created and shaped by other people or of the surrounding circumstances? Like your circumstances are just, overriding everything. No matter how much personal power you might develop or how much you try. Are these societal, social, psychological, situational powers too strong for you to handle? Or do you maybe think that you might have enemies? Okay, so we're going to shed some light on the situation. And I'm just going to get started, okay? Who or what is creating the problems for you? And change is creating problems. The wheel comes up. So this can be related to maybe some recent money that was won. Somebody may have just recently got some money. And there may be other people that have an issue with you. The wheel of the year also represents where you have sort of cut ties with some people in the past. I feel like on the new year, I feel like it was some important changes that you made, and that's what kick-started this, okay? So that's what it was. Now, the wheel of the year can represent any zodiac sign. So this could be manifesting itself as a person. What is their reason? The Six of Swords comes up. So I feel like you've moved on. Either you moved on, or you may have physically changed your location, you may have relocated, or you may have just started to think more positively, and somebody got a problem with that, Scorpio, okay? Now, who or in what's name or why do these energies work against you? The Five of Swords comes up. So I feel as though this is where you have, I can definitely see a group of people, and they have a problem with your disposition. They have a problem with your position in life. They have a problem with you because you're doing something that they can't do. So they want to cause a bunch of problems for you. They want to fight with you. They want to argue with you. They want to bicker. And then also it's just for the sake of arguing. You're dealing with energies that just want to seem to block you in, okay? How will these people or circumstances affect you in the long term? The Strength card comes up. So you need to be careful, Scorpio, because either your temper or either your emotions or either, you just might lose your temper. And then also I feel as though this can possibly cause some psychological stuff. And I feel like that's the reason why the Five of Swords comes up. Because I feel like what you're dealing with is either a group of people or either something that wants to make you lose your mind. So I feel like it's got something to do with your mind, or either mind control, or either somebody having control over you, okay? What influences in the past created the circumstances? You got the Ten of Pentacles. So again, for a lot of you, there may have been like a death in the family or something, or either somebody in the family may have loaned you money, or either you may have gotten money, you may have earned money. You may be somebody that got like a big trust fund from your parent, and you may be directly related to somebody that doesn't have that trust fund. And so they've been your friend your entire life, and then all of a sudden, and this is friends and family. So it's got something to do with money, which is ridiculous. It makes no sense how funny and fickle people are about money. What would make these people stop? Or what would change the situation into a better one? The Four of Cups comes up. So the people that you're dealing with, they're bored. They're lethargic, they feel as though they have done or reached their limits in life, and this is all that they're capable of. So, it's I feel like separation separation definitely does, and then not letting them know where you move to. Sometimes you got to do that to, you know, sometimes you have to do that. You know, everybody don't deserve to know where you live. You know what I'm saying, Scorpio? Seriously. Who are your allies? You got the Temperance, but it's in the inverted position. So what I feel like, who is your allies are the spirit guides, the angels, maybe even Archangel Michael, maybe even Archangel Raphael. But I don't feel like a lot of you necessarily are connecting with that. Spirit, give me some clarity. Why is Temperance reversed? Okay, so the Ten of Swords comes up. You've got some allies, but you seem to have mistakenly cut ties with your friends, Scorpio. Yeah, you kind of cut ties with your friends, somebody that could have been an ally for you. And then Justice is in the reverse position. So I also feel as though you also might, you know, might need to deal with this on more of a spiritual level. I can sense that a lot of you are trying to handle this thing in court, and that's not how people handle their relationships with people. Yeah, it's not helping. Okay? So I really do feel as though I feel like you could possibly also maybe talk to somebody that has experience with balancing out your equilibrium, because I feel like this has caused possibly some issues, maybe even legal issues. Yeah, it's possibly caused legal issues for you. And you know, I feel like some of you may want to get an attorney, or if you can't afford an attorney, maybe seek the guidance of a spiritualist. I'm sorry. I went to the allies and I skipped over something. So how will these circumstances we already went through that. We already went through all of that. I'm going backwards. Wow. What is the advice of the cards is to move forward, and then also start to retrain your brain so that you can overcome it, because I feel like there's an energy of struggle that is following you, and it has a lot to do with people in your family or either people at work. Some of you may have just recently gotten a promotion at work as well, and there's somebody that is trying to tear that down. How will the situation develop in the future? The Knight of Swords comes up. So I feel as though Knight of Swords is representing the winds of change. There's some change that is coming up. I will tell you that I can sense that you've got some friends that are possibly going to turn against you. People do that when you have money or opportunity for some reason, you know, especially if you keep friends around that aren't doing anything. They're bored. They don't have any, they're bored, they're burned out, they don't like their job, they don't like what they're doing. So some of you actually started your own businesses, and they're not happy with that either. But that's too bad. Clarify Knight of Swords. Yeah, the World card comes up. I feel like in the future you are going to get that balance back to where you feel level. And then also I can see travel. And also I can sense that in the future you're going to get closure in your mind, because a lot of you guys, you know, especially with this, especially if you've got air, earth, I can see some of y'all have Sagittarius in your chart. Some of you have fire in your chart. You know, I can sense that in the future you are going to get some kind of closure. Now, will the situation change or end? The Seven of Wands comes up in the reverse position. Keeping stagnated energy surrounding you is not good. So some of you may have someone living in your house that's very stagnant. Stagnated energy is not good. So the only way that stagnation is going to stop is if you either say to a person, hey, listen, I can't do this anymore, or either you just kind of go all off on your own. The Seven of Wands in the reverse position does kind of represent where I feel like, looking at the number 7, I feel like I can see we're probably around July of this year, or either 7 months from now, is when you're going to get closure from the situation. Until then, you're going to sort of feel stuck in that situation. And then for some of you, it's people that you're living with. You may be living with family. You may have people living with you. But it might be the other way around for a lot of you. And some of you are at a point where you're ready to move on, but mentally there's somebody that just doesn't want you to do that. Very codependent energy. It's like, hold up, wait a minute, I'm not ready for you to do that because of da-da-da-da-da. But there's no reason, absolutely no reason for anybody to try to purposely hold you back from what it is that you want in life, okay? Anyway, that's you guys' reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up button. If you guys need a private reading, the link to my website is below. All right, love and light.